you don't really see a lot of nice cars driven by a Malay guy. Yes, I'm Malay. Yes, I'm proud of my heritage. People should not be judgmental, especially towards race. The most ridiculous thing I've ever heard, I would say, is most Malays would just mod their cars aesthetically. There was one incident where I met up with a Chinese man. He was from Malaysia. He came up to me, asked me whether am I Malay. Wound down my window, I looked at him like, yes, I am. He asked me again in Malay, kau betul Melayu? Are you really Malay? Like, I'd asked him why, then he was like, most of the guys that I know who are Malay don't really mod their exhaust. For this kind of cars, yeah, I would say that's quite a hefty sum. So that's why he was asking me whether am I Malay. He was really blown away by it. So personally, I'm not that kind. I prefer performance. I prefer function over form. There's quite a few instances where people assume that I got my right by illegal means. Before having a car, I mixed with bad companies. My parents do know, my relatives, most of them do know what I'm doing, but yeah, most of them would just assume that I dealt drugs. Having a car that I own actually changed my life. I'm financially more responsible. Before that, I will be just heading up to clubs, spending $1,000, $2,000 in a club every night. And end of a month, I was like, shit, where's my money? So I started changing after I started to save up for the car. I know what I wanted for the car, how I wanted it to look like. So even if I spend on the car, it's there, it's a physical thing. It's something that I could appreciate. So far, I've not faced any prejudice. The only prejudice that I've faced are from people out of these groups. I've had friends who have nicer cars than mine, sports cars, supercars. They are Malays as well. They are businessmen as well. Nowadays, it's quite common to see. I mean, maybe if you were talking about 10, 15, 20 years ago, maybe it's quite rare. It's not right to judge someone else, especially due to the color of the skin. It's 2021. I've been working with people from all walks of life. Being looked down upon in Singapore, to me, it's not the worst that has happened to me. I've met more racist person. I would say people should stop being judgmental. If someone would ask me the same question again, definitely I would say yes, I'm Malay. Yes, I'm proud of my heritage. I always believe that no one can pull myself down except for myself. You can say whatever you want to say. End of the day, it's my life. I'm in control of my life.